Hi, my name is Liz Gertz, and my husband, our two boys, and I have been members of Grace Lutheran Church for just over 2.5 years now. I was raised Catholic, and after high school and into college, I was a little disillusioned with organized religion, and I kind of walked away from the church. But in 2001, I met the man who'd become my husband, and he was a lifelong Lutheran. So I learned a lot about the Lutheran faith and tenets from him, and that doctrine really rang true to me on a heart level in a way that all the other denominations that I tried out just hadn't. So while we were engaged, we were both on active duty, and we deployed to Kuwait and later Iraq in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. And we had a full-bird colonel, LCMS chaplain assigned to our unit while we were there. And so he's the one that instructed me in my confirmation classes and then confirmed me in 2004. So last year, when Pastor Green asked me if I'd consider being a part of the church plant committee, I was a little apprehensive and overwhelmed by the thought, since I'm such a relatively new Lutheran. But I was excited about serving our church any way that I could. And so I agreed, and as part of that committee, I expected to do a little bit of reading, a lot of praying, and maybe offering up some information from my point of view as an Army wife about how to reach out into our community here at Fort Hood. And I did all of those things, but then God did what he does and showed up in some unexpected ways, and I have received such incredible blessings from being a part of this process. First, it was incredible to see him working and answering our prayers, and not always in the way that we wanted him to originally, but for sure always in ways that just blew us away, that were so much better than anything we could have ever imagined for ourselves. Also, it was really fun to meet some of the members of the congregation of St. Paul the Grove and work with them to kind of extend our Central Texas Fellowship of Lutherans. And I'm looking forward to continuing to work with some folks from out there as well as we continue in this program. Also, my children, who I drug to many a meeting, learned some of the church plant lingo while they were there, and that made for some really interesting dinner time discussions for our family about our salvation and some ways that we can share our faith with others too. Also, my knowledge of what it means to be a Lutheran increased, and it really reinforced some of those confirmation lessons that might have slipped out of my mind as I attempted to learn them between 20-hour shifts in Iraq. It just really reinforced why I'm a Lutheran and why I'm thrilled to be, and it's encouraged me now to go out and share that truth. I've always enjoyed talking about my faith, but being a part of the church plant committee and now the plant team, God has really awakened this desire for me to share my faith with new people. I'm good at sharing it with family and friends and maybe the occasional stranger on the internet. I'm really comfortable sharing it in written word, but now I just feel very compelled to reach out to strangers, to the lost, the brokenhearted, the wounded, the forgotten, the very people that Jesus reached out to when he walked this earth too. And so, while this is all at once exhilarating and terrifying, I am taking baby steps and trusting God to direct my feet and my mouth as I attempt to follow his will in this process. You see, God is doing something new, and he's not just doing it at Grace or St. Paul the Grove or in the greater Killeen Fort Hood area, but he's doing something new in me. And that is probably the most exciting part of all of this. So if you're looking forward to awakening your faith in a new way and walking forward with God in this mission, I would really just invite you to get involved and come along on this journey. I am committed to investing all that I can for as long as the Army lets us stay here. And I would love to have you join us. Thanks. Bye.